Pesty Disham top against Blacksmith NG top, CD in the mid, and Plague Pharaoh bottom, which is interesting, but that slow from Plague will allow for Pharaoh's Wall of Mummies to kind of do early crowd control and work here, and now we're going to see each other in the forest. Plague Rider spotted, goes into a shitty position. Pharaoh's only got Rocket. There's the first stun. Behemoth Fissure, not going to get Plague Rider crowd controlled enough, and it's not going to rope him off from that escape. Pharaoh now doing a nice job of blocking these two heroes. It's going to allow Plague Rider to get away a lot of HP. Now this is what happened last game, so it's going to see, let's see if MSI can turn it around and get the counter gank going, but I don't think it's going to happen, as they're all just moving into their lanes. And CD versus Poly in the mid. I don't know, I'm going to have to give that to CD because I think he does a lot more damage. Disham looks like he's going to move mid to place that ward. Pestilence up top alone, so Blacksmith Engineer head start in that top lane. Nothing huge, but in the bottom lane, it's all turning around right now. MSI is in the domination lane phase that Moody was in earlier on. Down bottom, we already have Fresh Firefly and Doctor on the offensive. They're already starting to work on the switch layer, who's down less than half, less than 200 HP. Forced to eat 2 trees right off the bat, which always stinks. But Polywog's turning around in the mid. CD went early bottle, they got the ward, so he's going to look to room dominate. And Polywog goes for minor stat items, which is fine. It's just going to be a trade-off. He's not going to have that mana regen. He'll get a few electric jolts off, and if CD gets caught out of position, that tongue tie will help kind of keep him by the tower. Pharaoh level 2, Plague level 1. He's waiting for that level 2 so he can get more nukes off. But the top lane, again, that's in MSI's favor right now, so that's the lane they really wanted in the first game against Disham Pest, is that Blacksmith NG lane, and that's definitely destroying people. And now we're back in the top lane here. That Blacksmith looked like he went to dive on Pest, but no Engineer bomb to follow up. And I think this is an interesting build on Engineer, because when I play Engineer, I know I do bomb and Tinker, so I can spam that a little bit more. But there it is, Chu in the mid. Polywog Priest is going to get that first blood kill over Trixie on Corrupted Disciple. And again, Chu probably the strongest mid player in this game, at least from what I've seen, now that these teams got back on track. I don't know though, because Fnatic MSI goes down 1. I mean, I've seen them only come back today. Against Yup, they were down in kills all day, but they managed to snag 2 wins over it. So, I mean, if they keep going down, it's just going to be a turnaround again for MSI. Because I don't know if it's just the fact that they're dying that makes them want to play better, but it definitely does. It does something to them psychologically, I guess. I have no clue, but I don't know. I've only seen them turn games around. So. And it looks like Pharaoh's gonna be looking to get the better part of the farm in that bottom lane by getting that axe to really kind of keep Pesty off the creep wave, or to keep Behemoth off the creep wave. As long as he keeps the competition up, it's not gonna really matter, because if Behemoth doesn't get that blink dagger, then it makes Engineer's job a lot easier and Pharaoh's job a lot easier as well. If they can get counter initiation, I've always found that works really well. I think both of the heroes though are actually definitely great at keeping enemies separated. If Behemoth jumps, then they do have to run through Engineer. Here we go, we got a Corrupted Conduit from Trixie in the mid. Only hits 3 charges though, and Chu scares him off with that electric jolt, which for some reason seems to do a little bit more damage than it did. It does 225. There's the electric tide from range on Scrub the Disciple, and now he's going to cycle out his bottle with the courier. And let's see, that 4-minute rune, whoever gets that's really going to be able to swing their lane a lot better. And it is top, so it's a race top, but it does look like Chu's going to get that. Up top, Disham Pest get a kill on Blacksmith. Engineer finally using that bomb too late, and Pestilence less than 200 HP, forcing to use his last tree now, or his second to last tree. And Polywog manages to bottle that regen rune. He's back to full HP, he's got his boots, he's definitely looking to really kind of dominate. CD could be in trouble. Polywog comes up the hill. There's the slow. Let's see if we can see the tongue tie for the kill. Corrupted Conduit just barely escaping Corrupted Disciple yet again. Chu comes out of that with less than 300 HP. Electric Jolt off cooldown. So if that had been off cooldown 2 seconds earlier, CD would have been down yet again. And now back to the top lane. Blacksmith coming in on this pesty. There's the stun slow. But Engineer, again, just not in range. No bomb from him. It's really costing that top lane a lot of damage and a lot of kills right now. They could have had 2 kills. Pesty would have been down twice, which would have been a nice advantage for that top lane. But then again, you never know. That is Warden on Pesty, so D-Sham's got the Tango's past his way to make sure he stays up, stays alive. And, yeah. So now CD back mid. He's picked up some boots, so he's going to definitely maybe compete with this Polywog Priest for runes, but Polywog Priest is level 6, so you're going to see a lot of early pushes come out now from him. And also ganks. If he can get that ulti off nicely, then it will definitely help. We have Behemoth picking up a bottle. Witch Slayer in the side with just a mana battery, so he's still going to stun right now. Plague comes around though. Barrel walls of mummies Behemoth. And Hellfires as well. But there's no too many creeps, so it's only going to hit Behemoth once. So he's going to be able to escape. Plague Rider less than 200 HP. And that's it. Nobody goes down, fortunately. Polywog's going to be able to pick up a bottled haste rune. And move top. Blacksmith's been up there soloing, which is definitely interesting. Here comes Polywog up behind, dives the tower, and turn around nuke from Blacksmith. There's the bomb from NG. Polywog could be in trouble, but he has the haste. He's going to be able to escape. But now it's up to D-Sham to get out of there, and it doesn't look like he's going to be able to. And ooh, mana battery. Heal. Ooh, he's still alive. Bomb, kill. Rexy gets one. Finally put in his name on the scoreboard. 4-1 in Loaded's favor. Corrupted Disciple back in the mid. But here we go. Polywog coming back again. He's got the wards. Let's see if he's going to use them. And he decides not to. Behemoth looks like he's getting some good free farm down there finally. Witch Slayer not getting any, although I wouldn't really want Witch Slayer to get farm. Whereas if my Behemoth can get a Blink Dagger quicker, it's definitely a lot more crucial, especially when, you know, it's against this team with Engineer and Pharaoh. Like I've been saying, that crowd control is nasty, especially against a team like this. But down bottom we got some action. Behemoth Fissure. But Doctor manages to snag a kill on Dodo. Plague Rider over top of Witch Slayer gets one. And that's just keeping Witch Slayer down. Pharaoh picking up a life tube. He's got the shield, so he's going Helm of the Black Legion, no doubt. He's looking to make sure that when he initiates he can survive, especially the early game. Although I would have liked to see Shaman Tedros against the Polywog Priest, Pestilence, a D-Sham Witch Slayer, especially the Behemoth. Ooh, a ranged rocket there from Pharaoh. Gets a kill on Behemoth. Well done there by Fresh. So now they're catching up here. 4-3 now in Loaded's favor, and that's what I've been talking about. When they go down, they come back. But here comes Polywog out of that middle lane. Plague goes down. Tongue tie on Pharaoh. Although that Hellfire does do a little bit of damage. There's a slow from Blacksmith, and there's that crowd control from the Wall of Mummies. Just pushes everyone away, and Pharaoh scoots out of there with less than 200 HP. So they lose one to that Polywog Priest who came out of the mid lane. But they get one. Now here comes CD versus Poly in the river. But it looks like CD's going to pull off instead. He doesn't know where the rest are. We got Teal coming through the side now. Pesty waiting to line something up on this Corrupted Disciple. And he has no bottle charges left. So he won't be able to survive. But a ranged Electric Tide snags Pig way out. Demented Shaman goes down. CD picks up one. That is Trixie. There's the kill advantage for MSI now. Or no, they're down one still, sorry. 5-4, but they are keeping it even. XP is dead on spot even, and gold is now even as well. Slightly in Loaded's favor, but nothing too major. And Rexy's just up top solo farming. He's got a bottle, an iron shield, and 2 minor totems. So he's got a little bit of survivability, but nothing too huge. And Pestilence moving top. Oh, kill down bottom. 3 versus 1. Fresh Firefly goes down as Pharaoh. We got TP's in. MSI looking at counter gank right now. CD Blacksmith going around the back side of the tower. And Plague Rider just barely standing there. Here comes CD in the back. G-Sham Saw, and they're all back at the tower.